Welcome to My Asshole Podcast. Let's get into it. Today is Sunday. We have an exciting episode for you guys today, but let's get into our thread. Today's thread is pizza delivery drivers. What are some of the craziest reasons people have ended up on the no delivery list? I didn't even think that list existed, but apparently there are people who are on a magical list called no delivery. You don't get pizzas delivered to you anymore. All right, so when I was in high school, I had a family order about $40 worth of food. I show up and she gives me a 20. Then she said I must have dropped the other one. When I said that, she did not. She asked me what would I do if I only got $20. I told her that I guess she'd only get half the food. Facts. She then threatened to call the manager and tell them I took the $20. What? Okay. All right. It was my family's restaurant. I told her to go ahead and call my dad and that I would wait. She scowled and gave me the money. I told her not to call back. So she tried to get a 50% off on her pizza? Like, dude, you ordered this much pizza. Like, why did she think that would work? She's just like, oh no, I must have dropped the other 20. Oh, well, you thought he was just going to be like, oh, you know what? It's all good. I'll just let them know back at the place that you dropped it and you just couldn't possibly pay the other $20 because you dropped it. You dropped it, man. That's right. Like, come on, man. That's ridiculous. We had a guy and two girls order separately, then grab the pizzas and run. The girl had picked the food up and left while the guy was paying. After 30 seconds, the guy bolted. It was a $100 order. Yo! My manager, who is a frequent gym goer, leapt the counter and gave chase. The two girls had gotten into a car with the food, but when they saw my manager, they drove off, leaving the guy. Oh, that's fucked up. My manager chased them 3 blocks and was gaining on the guy when the girls pulled up and the guy got into the car. Unfortunately, all 3 of them went to school with a kitchen hand at the store. Okay. So we had names, jobs, addresses, and Facebook accounts. We contacted them all on Facebook and got them to pay for the pizzas the next morning. Dude, this is like the great pizza heist. They walked up in there and they were like, all right, look, we're going to game plan this. What we need you to do is you act like you're going to pay for the pizza, right? We're going to take them. Since they think that you paying, they just going to let us walk out that bitch with them. We hop in the car. I mean, you got to bolt, man. You got to get in this car as fast as possible. Like, what in the hell are we doing here? You guys are doing all this over some pizza? God damn. That is crazy. They straight busted a great pizza heist for, like, what? Last delivery of the night. It's like 4 a.m. Sober guy answers the door with a t-shirt on, no boxers or shorts, just dick hanging out the bottom of his shirt. This man answered the door in just a t-shirt. There's no way that guy was sober. There's no sober person would answer the door like that. There's just no way. There's no way a sober person would answer the door like that. I'm sorry. I'm not for one bit do I believe that man was sober. That man was straight out of his mind. Either that or he may have fell asleep and just woke up and forgot he ordered a pizza. I don't know. But I guess I don't think he was sober. He had been on something. You don't just open the door and, your mushroom tips out, my guy. What are we doing here? Golly. All right. There's only a couple of people on that list, and it's only because they complain about their delivery almost 100% of the time and demand free food. Even then, it takes a lot. Facts. Oh, I can't stand those people. Oh my God. Like, you OGs know that I used to work in the retail, and for you new people, I used to work in retail. I used to work at Stater Brothers Markets, and I used to work in the meat department. And people would come in with their nasty ass old moldy meat, talking about, I just got this yesterday. I need to exchange it. And it's like, you didn't get this yesterday, motherfucker. Stop. Because if you would have actually got this yesterday, it would still be good. Like, there's no way all this mold and grossness would be there in one day. Like, we're not stupid. That shit used to be so annoying. Oh my God. I delivered pizza for 5 years of my life, and I don't have one crazy story. I got bit by a little dog on the ankle once. That's about the craziest thing. The weirdest thing that happened, though, this woman would call twice a week to order a pasta to be delivered. This went on for years. Then one night I'm taking her order and I said, and you like this delivered tonight, I'm assuming? And she said, no, I'd like it delivered tomorrow. We both laughed and I said, I'll see you in 20. I go back to make her order and the phone rings again. It's her. She says, I'm going to cancel my order. Do you know why? I was like, no, because you asked me if I wanted it delivered tonight. What the hell is that shit? And then she hung up on me. She never ordered again. So she took offense over them knowing her order and how she orders and, you know, that she wants it delivered that day. Like, you can't take offense to that if you order this every single week. That's like me going to Jack in the Box every single week and I order the same thing. Eventually they're going to be like, hey, what's going on? Jumbo Jack guy? Yeah, all right. We got you, man. Like, why would you take offense to that? Be like, what if I didn't want a Jumbo Jack today? How dare you, you know? Like, come on, man. You can't take offense to that. If you're doing it all day, all the time, every week, it's like, come on. Let's have a little common sense here. And I think some places actually like that, just because they're like, oh, this is the one customer where they just keep it simple. It's the same shit. They're not sitting there, can I get this? What is this good? You know what I mean? Like, I can't stand those people. Man, you know what I mean? It's like, if you're going to a place, fucking know what you want. Oh my God. But when you get those people that they get the same thing every week, you're just like, got you, bam, and they're in and out of that bitch. All right. Well, there was a few over the years. One lady around 70 kept answering the door with an open robe and nothing else on. Wow. Okay. She was just like, yeah, baby, you know you like this. Yeah. This one dude was weird and angry and would call up and just start in with you fucking idiots. Okay. If you can fucking get a fucking order right one time, I don't think he knew two swear words. Oh yeah, I don't think he knew two swear words. And he had to tell new people you can just hang up on him. Okay. Oh, we had to tell new people that you could just hang up on him. But from what I heard, when he did get a delivery early on, he was nice and polite at the door. Some weird psychology stuff happening there. Okay. You just love cussing people out on the phone, or is maybe that's just how he normally talks and they just perceive it as like him just being a dick. He's just like, no, I fucking say fucking after every fucking word because fucking is all the fucking thing I know. You know what I mean? The new people are like, okay, are you mad or are you actually ordering pizza? The Zeppelin guys were the worst. This weird tall place had to go up 4 stories of rickety stairs. Okay, I see. And every damn time they would wait till I was back down and then yell down at me saying we got the order wrong. They were Zeppelin guys because they always had Led Zeppelin playing loud. I see. Because I'm like, what the fuck is a Zeppelin guy? You know what I mean? I'm thinking, hey, is this man like on a hot balloon or something? Or is he, you know, is it because his house is really high up? Like, no, they just listen to Led Zeppelin all day. Okay. Fucking high as hell ordering some pizza, I'm sure. They wanted me and others to go all the way back up, take the wrong pizza back, and bring a new one and get it for free. This worked a few times. Managers always wanted to give in to it, but then the drivers all sort of briefly unorganized, or unionized, on this one point, and no one would deliver to them. So the manager finally caved in and told them not to order anymore. Stairway to aggravation, I guess. I get it, because Stairway to Heaven. I get that. I worked for a pizza place that was near a very large software company, delivers to the neighborhoods or offices where all the tech workers lived, was usually pretty awesome because they'd tip rather well. But there was one apartment that started to become a concern for us drivers. The man ordering was always polite, always paid, always tipped $4, and he would have been a perfect customer. He'd order breadsticks and a salad twice a week, and sometimes he'd include a bottle of root beer, right? Except when he opened his door, you could see an alarming amount of breadstick boxes stacked everywhere inside, not like a few on the counter and a couple by the trash, stacks on stacks of them. Even worse, it was only our boxes in there. He wasn't just ordering from us often. We were the only place he was getting food outside of work. Yo, that must be expensive. Expensive. Like, pizza places pretty much charge like restaurant prices, if I'm being honest with you. And you're getting that every day? My God. Now, I've worked in some of those tech offices myself. I know that there's enough decent food options just hanging out in the break rooms that this guy was probably not malnourished. But the way... hold on. Why did I lose where I went? Okay, but the way his living space was a shrine of greasy cardboard was a clear sign that this guy didn't have a healthy relationship with our food. Our manager was a really cool dude, though, and he heard the drivers joking about the boxes and asked a couple of us, is this like a messy guy or a guy who needs help? We agreed it was probably the latter, so on his day off, the manager went to the guy's apartment with an envelope that had gift cards for several other restaurants that delivered in the area and chatted with him. Manager found out that the guy was an immigrant on a visa who was struggling to find American food he liked. So this man he was like, I know nothing else besides these bomb breadsticks, and that's it. I don't know any other good food. Man. Or I guess so. And too socially awkward to ask anyone, so he talked with him through a few menus and helped him with some recommendations. Then he helped the guy load all the boxes into his truck and take them to the dump in exchange for a promise not to order from us more than once a week. I mean, at least your manager went over there to help him out. I think that's, that's cool. You're kind of losing out on money. Because, I mean, for me, I would look at it like, from a business perspective, it's like, look, man, if this dude all he wants to eat is our breadsticks, that's cool, that's on him, but at the same time, I guess, more humane side, you're just like, oh, I want to help him out. But all right. When I moved in with my brother, I ordered Pizza Hut, and an hour later I called to see where they were and they told me they do not deliver to this address and had canceled my order. I learned my brother would get drunk, order Pizza Hut, and then pass out or flat out refuse the order when they showed up. He did this multiple times. Oh, then why would you order anything? If you're just going to turn it down, or you're just going to I mean, when you're drunk, man, I would want pizza more than anything if I was drunk, if I'm being honest with you. And then if they show up, why the hell would you be like, oh, no, I don't want a pizza. I mean, unless he was just drunk calling them thinking oh, yeah, I'm going to order pizza. They're not going to bring it anyway. I don't know why I'd be like, what the fuck, dude? What are you doing? All right, let's get on to the next one. Some frat guy grabbed a female driver's ass. Okay. And we banned the whole frat. They kicked the dude out and wrote a seriously good apology to the driver, and we delivered to them again after she said she was okay with it. Yeah. Hey, honestly, good on the frat, man, because, they could have been like, oh, man, they're being stupid, this, and that, da. Nah, man, it's like, we like this pizza, man. We don't like you, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? That's fucked up. You can't be doing that shit. Oh my goodness. All right. Here, I'm gonna skip that one. That one's long. All right, this was 7 years ago. Father ordered his daughter. Wait, hold on. What? Father offered his daughter up for sex to me on Friday night, and then to another driver on Saturday night. Our general manager wasn't comfortable with talking to him, so using the internet, I found the wife's name and landline number, called from my cell, and asked for the wife. She comes on the phone, introduced myself, and explained why I'm calling. Never heard from him nor her. So this dude was just like, oh, look, man, I ain't got no money to pay for this pizza, but you can smash my daughter, though. You want to do that? Like, that is just... That is the wild. I'd have been like, look, man, I just 24:30, man, cause nah, man, cause that shit, nah, like you're a dad, and you're just offering up your daughter like that, and you're a dad. I don't know about all that, dude. That's wild. That's moving crazy. And that's your daughter, too. Like, how did the daughter feel about that, I wonder? Like, was she just down with this? Or, would have been weird? I don't know. And then where would he get the idea for that? I don't know. Okay. A woman would call and complain about the pizza every time she ordered so she could get a credit. Then one time she said there was blood and feces on the pizza box. Okay, rather than give any credence to the idea, we would completely cut her off. Dude, what the hell? She was just like, there is blood and doo-doo all over my pizza box. What have you guys been doing? I demand you guys give me pizza credit now. And they're just like, oh, we know who this is. Yeah, nah, we're not delivering to you anymore. Like, facts. Who the hell? And again, why would you think that would work? Why would you think that would work? Why would you think, like, telling them that blood and doo-doo was on there, and you just think like, oh, hey, Mark, come here. Why was there blood and doo-doo all over your pizza box for their latest delivery? What's going on? Like, the manager would just be like, what the fuck? How's that possible? It literally went straight from the store to his car to your door. What, you think man was just pooping in his car and somehow bleeding on your body? I don't know how some of these people think that they could just get away with this. Like, they could just say that, like, oh, I dropped a 20, but here you go. And they're just going to accept that. It's like, let's exercise a bit of common sense here, I would think, right? You would think too. All right, I don't know. A Rottweiler broke the front window to attack me, delivering their pies. The chain actually valued my health over profits enough to ban this house when the Rottie busted their living room window on a drop-off. Yeah, facts. Thank God they were looking out for him, because it's like, dude, I'm not about to get fucking bit up by a dog just to deliver a pizza. That's not worth it. That's not worth it, man. I'd lose my job over fucking getting my leg bit up by a dog. No thanks. No fucking thanks. That's crazy. We didn't put him on a no-serve list, but one guy answered the door naked, or rather an open bathrobe. Okay, y'all motherfuckers be getting too comfortable with these pizza drivers, man. This is the third person. First dude just had a t-shirt on, dick just swanging. And the second one was an old lady, and she just had to robe out and was just like, yeah, check this out. And then you got this motherfucker, who I guess is just walking around his house naked. Like, okay. You know? Like, y'all be getting too comfortable with the pizza driver, man. Like, what is this? Like, that is crazy. And then, apparently, a few weeks later, he came to the door eating a can of cat food.
Bruh.
That's nasty, man. That's nasty, bro. He was probably just like, oh, what do you mean? It's chicken and beef. It's good for you. Like, no, man. No, it's not. It's not, brother. Oh, God, that's disgusting. All right, Cape Town, South Africa had an address that was impossible to find. Seemed to be an abandoned building in a neighborhood that had drug dealers and illegal liquor stores. Alongside regular houses, I stop my car and I get out to ask a resident at a nearby house if he knew where this place was. He informed me that it was a scam. The local gang members plan to rob delivery guys of their cash. Yo. My boss then blacklisted the entire neighborhood for delivery. It was on the edge of our viable delivery area anyway. Wow. That's crazy. They fucked it up for the whole neighborhood. The whole neighborhood. Imagine you live in that neighborhood, man, and you're just like having a family get together. Oh yeah, order a pizza, man. Or you're like, and they're like, oh yeah, can I get a pizza? Da, 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 da. And then I don't know, they're just like, oh, what was that address again? It's like, yeah, da, 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 da. And they're like, oh, ooh, yeah, we actually don't deliver to that address no more. We don't deliver to that whole neighborhood. And you're like, why the fuck not? And they're just like, oh, sorry, we can't divulge that information. We just don't deliver to your. That would fucking suck. Just because some hoodlums, they decided, oh yeah, we're going to fuck it up for everybody, man. That's crazy. That would fucking suck. Okay. I'm going to do 3 more. Been in pizza 20 years. God damn. It's usually a day drinker that assaults the driver and is generally more sad than excited. I suppose the most exciting was a dude with shitty stairs in second floor. He was also a general dickhead. They wouldn't let us ban him even though the driver said it was a safety hazard. He eventually fell through the stairs piss drunk 12 feet to the ground and got banned. It was also caught on video from one of those trackball Blackberries, and the video sustained me for a year or two. That's crazy. Not only did you have some shitty stairs, but you're a dickhead to all the drivers. And the fact that they wouldn't let them ban that guy, it's like, nah, man. That's ridiculous. Until somebody fell through the stairs. You know what I mean? Fell through the stairs 12 feet. That's crazy. There's no way you didn't break your leg or something. That is wild, man. That is crazy to me. Okay, we're going to do 2 more. There was this older lady we would deliver to. It was a 50-50 crapshoot on if she would tip $75 or not answer the door at all. After enough of her not answering the door, she got banned. Every time I delivered to her was no answer. My coworker got 2 consecutive deliveries with $75 tip. Bastard. Damn. So on the 50 side of her not even just answering the door, he would always get that. But then his buddy goes and delivers to her, and he's just like, good luck. And he's like, all right, man. Hey, I got a $75 tip. Like, wait, what? She didn't answer the door to me. It's like, well, she answered the door to me. Like, I would be so pissed. I'd be hot. I'm like, I guarantee you don't get that next time. Then he's like, oh, well, I got another order, man. He's like, oh, well, good luck. I guarantee you're not going to get that $75 this time. She answers the door. Hey, man, I got a $75 tip again. You're just like, you son of a bitch. He probably ordered to her the next time and was just like, oh, yeah, she giving out that $75 tip. Let's go. You know? Now I know it's just like, oh. It's like, she didn't even answer the door. And it's like, damn. Sucks for you. That couldn't be me, though. Couldn't be me though. Oh man. All right, so we got our last one. I delivered pizza in Providence, Rhode Island, almost 20 years ago. We used to get orders from a strip club named Cheaters. That's a very fitting name. Up until the owner called us and told us not to take orders from the dancers anymore because they were getting too fat, from eating too much pizza. He straight called and was like, "Hey, how's it going, pizza place? How can I help you?" And he was like, "Hey, man, I'm the owner of the Cheaters strip club over here in Providence. Yeah, look, man, you can't order no pizzas no more here. My bitches is getting fat. All right, I run an establishment here where men pay good money to see women stripping. All right, I can't have no whales up there, and they eating too much of this pizza shit, man. If you ever get a call from here, if you don't order here, all right, bitches is getting fat out here. Like, yo, that's crazy." God damn, he said bitches is getting fat out here. Like, I don't run a whale auction. Come on, man. Oh my God. Well, that was a good one to end on. That's going to go ahead and be that thread. I hope you guys enjoyed that thread. That was a bit of mix of a good and pretty dry. I don't know. There's not too much. I mean, aside from the people answering the door naked and some people just having shitty apartments to deliver to, man, you pizza drivers you go through a lot. And good thing that one guy didn't get fucking robbed. That was wild. My goodness. Pizza delivery drivers, they deal with the worst of the worst. Goodness. All right, I'm going to hop into announcements super duper fast, and then we'll get into today's scenarios. Patreon.com/My The Asshole Podcast. Want to get an exclusive episode every single Friday, as well as being able to send in your scenarios to be featured on Tuesday and Sunday shows like today. Then get on the Patreon, man. $3 a month, get you all that. And then if you're primarily an audio listener, keep rating the podcast 5 stars, as well as keeping up the downloads. You guys have been doing awesome with that, and I appreciate you guys so much for all the support. If you want to help out even more on the free 99 side of things, follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Instagram and TikTok for the shorts. YouTube, if you just want to see the video production side of the episodes. So, without further ado, though, let's get into our scenarios for today. All right, am I the asshole for not wanting my girlfriend out at bars and clubs every weekend until they close? Girl, you got a man. The hell are you doing at clubs and bars for? What is there for you? Let's see. So me, 33 male, have been seeing my girlfriend, 31 female, for 10 months, and I'm not the bar type. Her friends are, and she was before we met. Okay, since getting serious, I asked her to slow down on the bar nights every weekend, and since then, her female friends aren't happy with it. Her other friends say it's good she slowed down. I don't restrict her on seeing friends, just don't want the person I'm seeing at bars until 2 a.m. every weekend around her single drunk friends and a place where her past hookups frequently regular. Yeah. All right. See, my biggest thing is, like, I understand why her friends are just like, no, come with us, blah, blah, blah. Because if I'm being honest with you, I think they want to kind of maybe get her out of that relationship so she can come back to the single side and be like, oh, come on. Like, why are you in a relationship? Oh, you're so boring since you got into a relationship. Da, 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 da. You know what I mean? And I really think that those friends are sabotaging your relationship and putting your girl in some precarious situations where she shouldn't really be in those situations, if we're being honest with you. Because and you even said it, her past little hookups, these aren't like boyfriends, these are hookups, you know what I mean? Because they could easily turn into hookups again, which that's a little, scary in itself, because it's like, you never know. Any one of those nights, and she's there till 2 a.m., mind you. So any one of those nights, she might just get a little too drunk. She might have one too many shots. And guess what? Oh, Chad Thundercock come on in, and he's just like, oh, Hey, yo, I haven't seen you in a while. How's it going, girl? What you doing? Damn, you looking good. Grabbing her hand, spinning her around, touching her booty a little bit or something, you know. She probably feeling herself like, oh, shit. You know, they leave 10 p.m., you know, they go smash at his house, and then she still comes home at 2 a.m. because, you know, she's always out till 2 a.m., so he doesn't really think anything of it. And it's just like, you know what I mean? It just puts her in too many of precarious situations where something could happen and most likely will. I mean, as often as you're going, it just increases the likelihood that that's going to happen. You know what I mean? And so I don't think he's the asshole for not wanting her to go to the bars and clubs. For me, I'd be looking at it like, you're in a relationship now, honey. What's at the bars and clubs for you? You know what I mean? And then I know you're thinking, oh, but she wants to have fun with her friends. Well, yeah, you can go do something else. You don't have to go to the bars and clubs to have fun with your friends. You could go do something else. You know what I mean? You like, and then something else that even involves your man. Like, girl, what are we talking about here? You know what I mean? Like, if I'm being honest with you, you really shouldn't be leaving unless your man is with you. You know, like They have this saying for a reason: single women, you know, keep their friends single. You know, it's just, that's what it seems like they're trying to do. They're so like, they're like, you know, you're boring now that you're in a relationship. You know what I mean? And then she's just like, feeling the pressure. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't think you're an asshole. But you let me know what you think about that. All right, cheating girlfriend double crossed me. Okay. So, she took my virginity a few years ago. I haven't seen her in a few years. This year we hook up while I was in a relationship, and she took me, not gonna lie. She promised loyalty, love, and she was very obsessive over time. So wait, hold up, man. Hold on. Wait. So she took your virginity years ago. You haven't seen her in a few years. And then you guys meet up again, and then you guys hook up. While you were in a relationship, mind you. That's already kind of red flag territory, as of like, you being with her ain't really going to work out. Because it's like, if you was willing to cheat on that girl, you so willing to cheat on this girl. And you out here, like, she promised loyalty. Like, like, come on, man. How could she promise loyalty to a dude who ain't loyal? You know what I mean? Like, all right. We're gonna read the whole thing and then we'll go into it. But all right. Okay. So over time, after 2 months, she attacked me for holding the door open for a woman. After that, things went downhill. She did a lot of verbal slander and sometimes physical, but she always apologized and acted like she was so loyal and she was forever and she would never hurt me. At the 5th month, we had a big spat over her accusing me of looking at a woman, and boom, she went and did it with my best friend, and she waited weeks to tell me once I made her mad. Yo, that's messy. She was like, okay, all right, you want to stare at other girls' booties? I'm gonna bounce on your best friend's mushroom tip. How do you like that? Like, yo, like, hold up. Wait a minute. That's an extreme, if I'm being honest with you. You know? Like, shit. You could have kissed him. I'm not saying that's okay, but I'm just saying you don't have to go all the way to smashing the dude. God damn. After that, she wanted to make it up and said she was so sorry and that I'm all hers. Okay, I don't know about that.
Stop the cap.
I believed it, and she came over the next morning. I checked her phone. She was begging my best friend to mess with her, and she was calling my other friend daddy. Maybe did him too. Oh my God, what should I do? Oh my God. At this point, why are you even asking, bruh? Why are you asking? And see, I caught this straight from the beginning. Because it's like, you got to think about it like this. You smashed her while you had a girl. So apparently, there's nothing wrong with a little relationship infidelity, whether it's on your end or it's on her end. And at the same time, it's like, why would a girl promise somebody who isn't loyal? Let's keep this hundo P, because you weren't loyal to your ex. So it's like, in her mind, I'm guarantee you she's thinking like, oh, well, you know, he wasn't loyal to that girl, so there ain't no way he gonna be loyal to me. You know what I mean? Like, think about that for a second. And so that's why I think when she got the first opportunity to just be like, oh yeah, okay, since he cheated on his last girl with me, like, who's to say that he's not cheating on another girl cheating on me with another girl, you know? So she probably just looked at it. It probably wasn't even just the thing, because he probably thinks it's like, oh, I looked at another girl and then she decided to go bounce on another mushroom tip. I don't think it was that. I think it was the thing where she knew that, oh, you cheated on your last girl with me, so now you're cheating on me with another girl. It's got to be that way. And I think that was her mental process. And so then she was just like, well, fuck it. I'm about to go, you know, smash Tom, Dick, and Harry. Why not? And that right there is just, why would you even get in that relationship in the first place? You see what I mean? And so that's why I kind of caught that from the beginning and was just like, oh, this is not going to last. This relationship ain't going nowhere. And, you know, it's not. It's going nowhere. This relationship is going nowhere. It is not going to last. And that's why I'm just like, why are you even still there, my guy? I mean, the moment you found out all this stuff, you're over here, what should I do? And then she smashed your best friend, and then you're just like, oh, babe, it's okay. Oh, don't worry. Like, you had a moment of lapse. Like, don't worry about it. Like,
Bruh.
What? No, that should have been your cue to just be like, nah, girl, we done. You, me, this thing is over with. And like, what are we doing? No, you're crazy. What should I do? Man, fuck out of here. You should get the hell out of there. All right, you're crazy. All right, on to the next one. Am I wrong for wanting to leave my girlfriend? Oh, shit. Why do you want to leave your girl? Does she?
She belongs to the streets.
I don't know. We'll see. So me, 19 male, and this girl. Oh, damn. He said this girl. Damn. Okay. You must really want to leave this girl. He was just like, so me and this girl. Like, bro, shit. Okay. You can't even say like my girl, my girlfriend. Nothing like that. He said this girl. That's crazy. I've been going out since we were 13. God damn. And before that, in 6th grade, she was my first kiss, hug, and intimacy with another woman. And since I've never done anything with anyone else, I think this is why it makes it so hard for me. But anyways, she has misophonia, something like that. I don't know. So for the last 5 years, I've had to put up with getting yelled at or hit on the arm or the chest. Not abusive. Anytime my mouth makes a noise at any time, unless there's so much white noise she can't hear it. Okay. Maybe she doesn't like the something like that, maybe. Okay. I don't know. Like no matter what I do, even if my breathing is too loud, she gets very upset, and I've tried to learn how to work around it because I understand it's a mental condition, but I feel like she's got to put effort to stop too. There was also one point when we were taking a break from each other at one point, and while we were apart, she fucked another dude. Oh man.
She belongs to the streets.
Damn it. Damn it. We were only apart for a little over a month, so when I found out about it, it kind of felt like she cheated. Wait a minute, nigga, what? wait. So her smashing this dude, you don't consider that cheating? It just felt like it? Come on, man. Let's be a little honest here. It felt like it? Or did she actually do this? Hey, come on, man. Come on. Hey, that's crazy. All right. Which I know she didn't. Oh. Wait. What? Hold on. I'm going to read this again. We were only apart for. Okay, hold on. Okay, when we were taking a break from each other. Oh, I see. Okay, I probably overlooked that. So I guess they were on a break and then she smashed somebody else. And then he was like, it felt like cheating, but technically it's not because we weren't together. But it hurts so bad to know that she shared that side of herself with another man so easily after us being together for so long. And now it's impossible for me not to think about it sometimes. I may just be selfish and insecure, and there's definitely details left out, but comment ideas on how to get over the thought of that and how to deal with the misophonia. If I'm being honest with you, bro, if on a break she was so willing to just smash the next guy that came along, I think this relationship is done. And I don't think you're overreacting for wanting to leave her anyway. I don't think you should leave her because of the misophonia thing, but I do think that you should leave her on the premise of it was a short break and she was willing to just fuck next man that came along. You know what I mean? Next guy came along and she was just like busting that thing open. I get it. Technically she didn't cheat and all this stuff and so on and that and blah, blah, blah. And that's great. That's fantastic. But the fact that you guys took a break and you didn't sleep with anybody or wasn't really talking to anybody, but she was out them streets. It's like, that kind of tells you right then and there her ideals on the relationship. To her, I guarantee you she's like, this relationship is over, it's kind of done, like I don't really care anymore, you know what I mean? And you're over here like holding on to the hope of it and so on and so forth. I would just go. I would just leave, and that's that, man. I don't think you're wrong for wanting to leave her just because of the fact that, and I think he looks at it like, am I wrong because she has this, I want to leave because she has this mental disorder? And I think that's how he looks at it. And I think that's how he thinks other people would look at it. Like, wow, you left her because of her mental disorder. And it's like, no, I left her because we went on a break and she smashed next man that just came along. That's why I really left her, you know. And honestly, I think that is the approach that you kind of take about it, because it's like, it's true. I mean, you even said it yourself. You guys were only broken up for a short period of time. And then, like I said, next man came along. She was like, cool, I guess this relationship is done. I'm going to just hop into the next one and just smash this guy. You know what I mean? I'm sure it didn't take that guy long to get some, which that to me is kind of crazy. I'm like, damn, girl, you only ever slept with one dude. But it might be a thing where she was just like, fuck it, I'm going to just try some new and see what's up with that, you know. But no, I don't think you're the asshole. I don't know. You let me know what you think. Is he you know, the asshole for wanting to break up with his girl? Is he not? You let me know. All right, am I the asshole for buying my boyfriend a thong? Wait, hold up. What? You bought him a what? Why? Okay, let's see. Why in the hell would she buy her man a thong? I, 26 female, don't know if it extends to a fetish, but my boyfriend, 26 male, his biggest turn on is when I wear a thong. Okay. He gets very excited when I wear them, says how good I look, cups my butt, and then we lie next to each other and do the vertical nasty. Okay. I like that. Let's see. While playing with the material, I generally don't have a problem with it, and I like the compliments he dishes out. However, I admittedly do find thongs uncomfortable and would prefer to wear full cut briefs. Okay. When we had sex the other day, he seemed disappointed that I wasn't wearing a thong, and I said I wouldn't wear one every time. He seemed to accept this, but when we were lying next to each other that night, he said how good I looked in one again. I went online and decided to buy a male thong for him so he could experience wearing one and feel the discomfort levels. When he came home from work, I texted that I had a surprise for him. He was obviously excited, and when we got home, I gave him the thong, which I had wrapped up in a gift paper. When he opened it, his face dropped. He asked why I'd buy him this. I guarantee he thought it was for her. He was like, yo, oh, babe, you gonna put this on tonight? And she was just like, no, you are. And he was like, wait, what? Like, I'm gonna put this on? Like, hold on. I just explained that maybe he should experience wearing a thong every day so he knows what it's like. He immediately got cold and said he hadn't pushed me to wear one, just expressed a preference. And I was trying to make him feel humiliated about the turn-ons he has. Yeah, you kind of are. You know what I mean? Like, this is doing a little too much. Like, look. I'm so far in the story, I'm on his side. All he did was say, babe, I think you look great in this style of underwear. I think it's hot. You said, it's uncomfortable to wear those all the time, so on and so forth. He in no breath said, oh, when you come over, you have to wear these, or you have to, wear thongs all the time, whatever the case may be. Like, you doing this petty shit, I think, is really fucked up, if I'm being honest with you, because you're trying to make a point that doesn't need to be made. Like, why do you need to make a point that thongs are uncomfortable? It doesn't need to go that far. It's a simple thing of just, he pointed out a preference. He's just like, yo, babe, like, when you wear these, man, you look sexy as hell. And you're just like, well, I don't wear them all the time. And like, no, that's cool. It's just, I like when you wear them. That's all he expressed to you. I don't know. We're going to keep reading the story and see if things change up. But I just think this was highly unnecessary. I really do. And I think it is. I agree with him that you tried to humiliate him for no reason. And that's kind of fucked up. So I tried to talk to him, but he's clearly still annoyed. I spoke to two friends. One found it hilarious while the other thought it was unnecessary. Facts. Especially because it's not exactly a weird fetish. Am I the asshole? Yeah, I think you are the asshole, if I'm being honest with you. Now, if it was a joke, if you bought this and it was a joking thing, you know what I mean? And it was just like, oh, you wear your thong and I'll wear mine, and you made this into just a silly joke and then he took it wrong. No, but you intentionally bought this because you wanted him to see what it feels like and all this stuff, when all he did was voice a preference. That's all he really did. He was just like, babe, I think you look great when you wear this. You don't have to wear it all the time. I'm just saying, when you do, the penis is hard to the tip. That's all I'm saying, girl. That's all I'm saying. And there's nothing wrong with that. He didn't sit there and be like, you have to, and no, I don't want you to wear any other kind of underwear, or, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't do any of that other shit. Now, if he would have done some stuff like that, okay, then I would kind of understand, because he's then, like, forcing that on you. So then this would make sense. You'd be like, nah, then you see how it feels, you know what I mean? But nah, he just voiced a preference, and I think you were just, it was so unnecessary. You know what I mean? It was unnecessary. I agree with both of the friends, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, I would be like, that's funny, but it's also fucked up. And I'd be straight with her if I was her friend. I'd be like, that's funny as fuck, but it's also fucked up, just because you didn't need to do all that. Just to prove a point, you really didn't need to do all that. I'm just saying. So I don't know. You let me know what you think about that one in the comments, but that is wild. She straight bought her man a thong. That's crazy. Okay. Am I the asshole for refusing to dress modestly when my roommate has a girl over for dinner? Okay, so she'd just be having ass cheeks out is what I'm thinking. Okay, so I, 24 female, have two roommates. I'll call Steve, 23 male, and John, 24 male, that I've lived with for about 2 years now. We all get along, and the only difference is that the two of them are both fairly religious and attend church every week. Oh, man, you testing their faith. You got cheeks out. She probably wears like tank tops with no bras and shit like that. She be wearing booty shorts with her cheeks out, and they are just like, oh, Lord, save me. Lord, help me. Because, woo, I'm about to sin in this house. Help me. You out here testing their faith, and Jesus is just looking at him like, my son. And they're just like, I know, I'm trying, Lord Jesus Christ. All right. I grew up religious, but took issue with the church for a lot of reasons, particularly with me coming out as gay. Okay. They have no issue with that, and Steve even went to Pride in our city with me so I wouldn't have to go by myself. Recently, John began to talk to this girl on a Catholic dating app, and they seem to have hit it off. I've asked John if he'll be inviting her over, and that I'd love to meet her if he's comfortable with it. He shrugged it off a couple of times. I casually brought it up, but earlier today, he asked if we could chat. He basically asked if I would dress and act more modestly if he brings the girl he's been seeing over for dinner. He said he didn't think it was appropriate for me to be wearing crop top shirts and ripped jeans if we're having guests over. I pressed him on it since we've had plenty of friends and even family over at the house with no issue. All John kept saying was that he really liked her and wanted to make a good impression with his living space and didn't want her to think he was living with people that didn't present themselves appropriately. I asked him if it was because I was gay, and he hurriedly denied it and said that as a 24-year-old woman, I should dress more modestly when having company over. He wasn't even inviting me to the dinner they were making. I was just going to be home. My usual weekend outfit is crop top band tee with a sports bra underneath and high-waisted jeans that have some rips from mid-thigh to calf. Oh, so you didn't even got cheeks out like that. I was thinking she had booty shorts and all this kind of stuff out. You know what I mean? Because that's comfortable clothing. That's fine. I'm not saying that that's bad to wear, but I'm just saying that shows a lot of skin, so it wouldn't be that modest. And obviously with him dating a religious girl, for me it would be an instant like, yeah, you fucked her. You guys have had to, because she doesn't know that she's gay. She doesn't know that. And so immediately they're just like, yeah, this girl's getting smashed out by two dudes that she lives with. Now, the girl would immediately think that, until told otherwise, of course. But that's just how the cover of the book looks, And I think he looks at it like, if you dressed a little more modestly, then it kind of seems like, it doesn't seem like, yeah, you getting smashed out by these two dudes, So I can see his perspective on that. There was no more than 3 to 4 inches of exposed skin of my stomach. I had told him absolutely not, and that I wasn't changing how I dressed in my own home, and that it was rude of him to ask. I stood up to go, and John then asked if I could just not be around on Saturday evening. My response was, fuck that, I'll wear what I want, and the hell I want, I'll wear whatever the hell I want, and God can smite me for all I care. I just left him sitting there, and went upstairs to my room. This request has come out of nowhere, and it just doesn't sound like John talking. That was yesterday, and I've since heard from Steve that the girl is coming over on Saturday. He also mentioned that John had asked him to invite me out with him for drinks so he could have the place to themselves that night. Steve doesn't seem to know about John and I's conversation. John has just been giving me the silent treatment, and Steve is now asking if I want to hit a couple of bars Saturday night with his cousin, which I don't feel against, but I hate the way John is trying to just get me out of the house now. I feel petty and want to just stay home, but I know that's dumb. I've always had an okay relationship with John, and I'm starting to feel bad for how I acted. And I am wondering if I'm making this into a big thing. Am I the asshole? Look, if that's actually your friend, then you would do this for them. He's asking for one night. One night you change the way you dress, because he wants to make a good impression on this girl, and he wants to show this girl, who I'm sure is highly religious, who her parents probably have a huge say in her dating practices and stuff like that, just to make sure that, she's dating a good guy, dating a God-fearing man and all that, and so on and so forth. I see nothing wrong with you changing your outfit for one day. One day. My man's is out here asking you for one day. And also he's asking you to kind of support him in this. He supports you in going to Pride and, and you being homosexual and all that kind of stuff. Like, he supports you in all this, but you can't support me in one thing. And I think that's how he looks at it. And I think that's why he's so upset, because he's like, dude, I support you in everything that you want to do and everything that you're about and you expressing you. But I ask you one thing, and you can't do it for me. You know, and I think that's a little fucked up that you're not willing to concede on just one day, just so he can make a really good impression on this girl, because he really likes this girl and he really wants things to work out. It's not like he doesn't want you around or he doesn't want you to meet her or anything like that. He just wants it to be like, yeah, you know, this is my roommate, and you don't come off as, like I said, oh man, yeah, this girl's getting banged out, because you gotta understand, man, everybody's judgmental and they're gonna judge, you know, off the first look. And if you're kind of dressing as if, you know, you're a bit promiscuous, I'm not saying you are, but if you dress like that, then she's just gonna look at it like, oh yeah, these dudes are probably just banging her out and this and that and da 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 da. Like, I don't think I want to hang out with this guy because he can easily be cheating on me with her, and you know what I mean. Just saying that she's gay. But if she dresses a little more modestly, then she's just like, oh, okay, no, you seem like you're a little more, she's going to have her suspicions, of course, but I think initially she wouldn't have those thoughts. I don't know for sure. I'm just kind of trying to get in the mind of like where he's coming from and how this girl would potentially perceive him, because it's already going to be weird for the girlfriend being like, oh, you live with another girl, you know, like, no, she's gay, da da da. It's like, yeah, but still, you know, a penis fits in a vagina no matter, you know, the sexual orientation, you know what I mean? It's like, so I get it, but my biggest thing is he supported you in a bunch of stuff that you wanted to do, and you couldn't support him on one day. That's why I think she's the asshole, if I'm being honest with you. You guys let me know what you think. Is she the asshole for that? You know, is she warranted for, you know, being petty? Or do you think it's kind of fucked up? You didn't want to support him on one thing, you know what I mean, when he supported you on all the stuff that you had going on. I don't know. Yeah, and you let me know. All right, this is going to be our last one for today. Am I the asshole for filming my girlfriend cheat? Oh ho ho. Okay. Let's see. My girlfriend, 28 female, who we'll call Sarah, I met, and I, 29 male, I'm sorry, have been dating since 6 months. Dang, y'all only been dating 6 months? Oh, man, yeah, this was never your girl, bro. It was just your turn. Motherfucker, we met through a mutual friend, Craig. I've never thought Craig as anyone special. And AFAIK? I don't know what that means. Okay. Sarah didn't either. Okay. Yesterday morning, I planned to go out with some friends, but decided not to last minute after I left. Instead, I went and got some groceries and came home. When I came home, I heard her and Craig loudly talk about how neither of them really liked me. Okay. And then, not noticing I was outside our bedroom door, fuck loudly, passionately, fuck on my bed in my apartment. Wow. So she's just like, man, I never even really liked homeboy. He was like, I never really liked him either. I don't even know why you're dating him. She was like, I don't know. He was like, you know, why don't you and me, you know what I mean, get together, do a little something. She was just like, yeah. I was like, yeah, come on now. Like, it's not like you like him anyway. I was like, yeah, you're right. Just oh! Like, goddamn, son. In his bed. Mind you, that's like the ultimate disrespect. They're in his bed. That's crazy. Me being fucking mortified, I froze, pulled out my phone, and recorded everything. Then those two finished and walked out, not expecting me to be there. And into me recording the whole thing, jaws dropped. They screamed, and I left. Sarah has been calling me since, fearing me sending said sex tape to her family. Am I the asshole? No, because then they would have been gaslighting the fuck out of you, talking about, what do you mean? We weren't having sex. We didn't do that. We didn't do this and that. And da, 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 da. You know, they would be, they would gaslight the dog shit out of you, man. But you having that video is just like, Now, the whole sending it to the parents thing, that's too much. That's too much. That's where I draw the line. I would have just, showed them that you're a fucking cheater. Fuck you, other guy. I think his name was Craig, right? That was his name. Yeah. Fuck you, Craig. I'd be like, Sarah, you're a bitch. Fuck you, Craig. Fuck you, man. I hate you. You're not my friend anymore. And then I would have deleted the video then and there, and I'd have moved on with my life after that, because for one, that's traumatic as shit. Like, not only are you hearing that, they never fucked with you, but then they're fucking each other. It's like, But the video, I think, was a good idea because, again, they would have gaslit you, man. They would have gaslit you so hard. They would have sat there and just be like, we didn't do that. No, what are you talking about? Like, nah, bro. Nah. Fuck that shit. It's good that you had your little evidence. Now, like I said, sending it to the whole parents thing, okay, that's too far. That's too far, my guy. Don't do nothing like that. Delete it and move on, man. Move on. But that's going to go ahead and be today's episode. Thank you guys so much. If you got this far into the episode, thank you. I appreciate you for listening and watching today's beautiful Sunday episode. I appreciate all the support you guys have been showing on these episodes. And, without further ado, we're going to close this thing out. Patreon.com/MyLifeHousePodcast. Exclusive episode every single Friday, as well as being able to send in your scenarios to be featured on a Tuesday and Sunday show like these people did here today. Follow us on YouTube, TikTok, as well as Instagram. Instagram and TikTok for the clips. YouTube if you want to get the video side of it. I know most of you guys are audio listeners, and that's all good. I ain't tripping. But if you are an audio listener, just download and rate the podcast 5 stars. But other than that, I love you all. I'll see you on Tuesday for another crazy and wacky episode, and that'll be it for me. Peace.